I'm really on the deepest part of rock bottom, and I really hate to say this, but I so fucking hate my life so much. I hate my life so much, and I fucking hate people. That might sound weird, but I fucking hate people. I've always felt like I can never get to do anything in my life, like nothing works for me, and in a moment it felt like, at the time it felt like I found something that truly worked for me, and they just snatched it off my hands just like that, and it's back to square one. Everything I worked for taken away from me. you know I just have to talk about this because this is exactly how I feel. I don't know how to filter my feelings. I don't know how to hide my feelings. I mean, I don't even know. I don't care even if we don't get to die or whatever, but I'm probably gonna die tomorrow, so what's the point? I would actually love to die, honestly. I feel like I see reasons why people kill themselves, and I'm one of those cowards that can't even get to do it. All I can do is just bitch about it, low-key being hopeful or whatever. I don't know if I'm still hopeful because this has been going on since forever, and I'm not even hopeful. I don't know if sticking around maybe something good might happen, but I'm not sure. I cry myself to sleep every day. I beg for death, literally. I don't believe in God anymore. Before, I used to beg God to kill me, like, why did you create me in this world, and things like that. Growing up, I've always been so different. My sister is one of my biggest hater right now because we were the opposites of each other. She's always been an extrovert and I've always been an introvert. My mom would always chastise me, saying, why can't you let her stay indoors and read books like you? Why can't you be like your sister? My mom would always compare her to me, and I'll be like, everybody are different. Let her be who the fuck she wants to be. I always allow her to go play outside while I read all day inside, and turns out, as rebellious as I became after all these years, as naughty as I became, as free as I became, people still liked me. People liked me a lot because I was exactly who I was, and she started being jealous because she thought the rebellious one should be hated. At a point she wanted to start being a good girl, or I don't know, but she started being in secret competitions with me, and now she just hates me. She just wants to be me. I have to say it because this is someone that is closer to me. This is someone that I brought up with my own money, that I took care of with my own time, coming from a broken home, and it was just you and I. My older siblings were never there, my parents were never there, and I took care of you like my own child. I dream about you all the time. She wants to be me currently. She literally wants to be me. And personally, I've been dealing with a lot of identity crisis because I've been impersonated. People stole my work online, and I have nothing right now. They stole everything from me, and at the point it was feeling like a destiny swap. People scamming people with my identity while I make nothing from my own identity. I closed down businesses, and it felt like she was my number one. I don't even know how to describe it in a way that people would really understand, but she feels like my number one enemy right now because she's the first person that wants to, I don't know how to say it, but if you want to be like someone, there are ways to be like someone. There are ways you work on yourself to be like that person, not copy their work, copy everything they've worked for. I've been unique all these years. I stay indoors, I do my thing just to build myself up, and then you come one day and feel like you want to snatch off everything from me. You see me do something, the next minute you're doing it. Well, but that's actually by the way. I just always think about why things have to be that way because I'm a very highly supportive person. I don't even find myself judging people because I hate to be judged. I don't dish out things that I would never accept from people, so it hurt me when things like this happen to me. But of course, people don't play by your rules. People don't abide by whatever you abide by. But I'm honestly just tired of existing because I've never felt sane. When I was selling clothes online, when I was trying to sell food, when I was trying to do everything, I've never felt sane. All of a sudden, I started a spa, I started a mobile strip club, and I started making good money, and people stole my work. It's just very tiring because I feel like I'm back to that point in my life where I'm struggling again, trying to figure out who I am, trying to figure out what to do. I'm very, 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 very highly maintenance, and I hate poverty so much. I ran away from my family so many times just to go out there to make money. I remember working 2 jobs at 17 years old, and I felt very, very sick that I almost died, and I had to stop both jobs. I'm not built for that life, but I still struggle. I still try to get my bread. I still try to take care of people around me with whatever the fuck I have. I'm that kind of person. I don't believe in religion. I don't believe in any Christianity or whatever. My own is just take care of people as much as you can if you have the means to take care of people, and that's how I've been living. But now, who takes care of me? I remember doing a lot of charity. When I had money, I cook and go under the bridge to give it to homeless people, and do all those things. As much as you can be good doesn't guarantee that life will be good to you. Honestly, I was doing my business, trying to embark on this new journey, trying to change my life. I'm so confused at this point. It's almost like even my new identity is not doing nothing for me. I feel stuck. I don't know what to do with my life anymore. I just feel sad because I almost regret. It's almost like I'm regretting deactivating my Twitter account now, because I had 25,000 followers that I gathered over the years, and even though at the time I felt like that was the safest thing to do because I had so many stalkers, I was just too open to the world, and I wanted to hide at that point because everybody saw clearly what I was going through, and nobody even backed me up. I would constantly tweet about people impersonating me, and nobody would repost for me, and I had 25,000 impressions on the page before I deactivated. The impressions were growing gradually. At first I saw 10k, at a point I saw 15. Then before I deactivated, I took a screenshot that I later deleted. I saw 25,000 impressions on my page. People were checking in, seeing what I was going through. Nobody was reaching out, nobody was helping me report the pages, nobody was helping me do anything. But it's beginning to hurt me because that was where I made all my money from. Instagram requires a lot of funding, which I have actually done and still not really gotten anything. But that's by the way. Some things just don't work for some of us, and Twitter has been the page that has worked for me over the years. I've made a lot of money from Twitter, and I feel like I'm regretting deactivating now, even though it felt like the best thing to actually do at the time. The guy I was seeing was also stalking me and just taking screenshots of my tweet. I had so many predators on that page, and it felt right at the time, and now I'm just lost because I can't make money anywhere else. I can't even start to build another Twitter page. I feel like I'm a different person entirely, even though the person that I hated made all that money for me. The person I was at that time made all this money for me, did everything for me, and I hated her because, I don't know, because people are copying me and impersonating me, making it look weird, parading me as a clown on social media, and I kind of hate the old me. But that old me made me a lot of money. This new me now is wretched and broke and poor. I don't know whenever I'm going to figure out anything to work for me. If I would ever do, I don't know. I'm just so tired of living. I wish euthanasia was legal where I am, because it's so painful. I see people living my dreams. When I see people I like, when I see people I admire, I don't go after them to impersonate them. I don't know how to put it, but this thing happening to me has made me have identity crisis. I try to change my looks. I try to do everything I can. Maybe if I do this way, they won't copy me. Maybe if I do this way, I mean, people would copy you. It should be a normal thing, but not impersonating me with my own identity. And I can't even tweet freely. I can't post freely because there's someone lurking around to steal what I've tweeted, to steal what I've posted, and go somewhere else to impersonate me. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know how else to describe it, but if you haven't gone through something, you won't really understand the height of it. I never saw myself going through something like this because I feel like people always hated me, honestly. I always feel like the most difficult person. I always feel like the most secluded person. I've actually always been isolated. But I had to survive, and I put myself out there. I had to survive, and I put myself out there. And I will tell you, nothing else has ever worked for me as much as that has worked for me. And I made so much money. people became jealous and they snatched everything from me. They want to be me. They started pretending to be me. They literally stole my identity. I've been searching online to see if anybody ever comes out of this. I don't have support I need. I don't know how people do it. People who have been impersonated in the past or stolen identity. I don't know how to get back myself. I don't really want to get back to some ways of life, but I know people judge a lot, but your life makes you a good person, the kind of life you have. Of course, if I'm also rich and privileged, I'll talk down on poor people. I'll talk down on people that are trying. I've been talked down so many times. I was just going through my messages and I saw a message I got from a girl 2 years ago telling me she really likes how I'm being myself, and that's the compliments people give me. You're fearless, you're this, you're that, you're someone people want to be like, but not you going out of your way to steal my identity. This is the identity I built I spent years discovering. When you want to be like someone, you go out there and discover yourself. I don't know, I just feel so ruined. I just feel so betrayed. I just feel so defeated. And when people tell me, oh, it's going to be okay, don't cry, don't do this is what these people want to see, don't die, I don't care. At this point, I don't even care if they win anymore. It took me years. I don't want to even talk about my age right now, but I'm growing very, very old, and it took me years, and I'm just tired of fighting. Talking about you can always start over. I'm tired of starting over without support. I've always been doing it alone with nobody. I support everybody, but who supports me? I had to stop. In fact, I hate everybody right now. I had to stop because everybody takes and takes and takes and takes and takes from me. You can't pour from an empty cup, and I'm just an empty vessel right now. I don't even have nothing to give, even if I want to give. And I hate people. I hate everybody right now. It feels like everybody comes close to me to hurt me, which is what I've always been avoiding. I'm scared of people coming close to me. If they don't leave me when I don't expect, they are hurting me so badly. They are hurting me so badly. I deactivated that page thinking I don't have a support. I just have people that I don't know, that are obsessed with me. And at the time, I tell you, that was like the best decision for me because I felt watched. That was not the only page I deactivated. I'm just more pained because that was where I made all my money from, and now that I have nothing, I feel like I could go back there to do something, but there's nothing to go back to, and my life has just been stolen from me. It's not like I will still have been safe. I'll still have to probably watermark, go through a lot of things, because at the time I thought these people have stopped stalking me, and they still stole all my pictures on Instagram. They stole all my pictures from TikTok, that I had to delete everything and try to just find myself. It's been painful. At the time, I don't know where I found the strength to still keep going. I still created and created and created. I turned to YouTube. I started trying to monetize. But now I'm just so tired. I don't even know where I found the strength. I mean, if nobody gives me whatever, I give myself the accolade. I still created over 500 videos. So many videos. I still created and created and created. I'm just so tired. I'm just so drained right now. I'm just so tired. I'm back to where I was so many years ago, trying to figure out things out. And I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired. I low-key don't want to be seen. I want to go back to that time where nobody knows me, where I just want to low-key be comfortable. Not everybody is going to be wealthy in life. I just want to be comfortable. Even if I have to leave, I don't want to live miserably. And it's not even all about yapping, I don't just want to. I don't want to live miserably. I would rather fucking die. Honestly, I'm not the best. I'm not the best with people, dealing with people right now. Like, I just feel like everyone is out there to hurt me. everyone is out there to just bring me down. I don't know where to go from here, and I'm so sad. I'm so deeply defeated. I'm so broke. I'm so damaged. I'm everything that I don't know. I just wish people would leave me alone. I watch so much movies and I just see people living my dream. I wish I was an actress. I wish I was a singer, you know. I feel trapped, like I'm in a cage just watching people live life every day. When I go to sleep, I just hope I don't wake up so I don't have to wake up and fight the next day. Life feels too heavy for me right now. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm so drained, I'm so tired. When people talk about digital footprint, they are only referring to women, because these people are making sure that I'm not even thinking of doing anything close to this. They are making sure that I'm regretting everything I did, being openly sexual, being the way I am. They hated me so much for being myself, for even making money off everything that I did. They hated me so badly. They obviously hate me so much for being the way I was, and they're making sure that I never try to do anything for the rest of my life, because even after then that I tried to divert to like go back to my cleaning business, go back to my cooking business, try other businesses, they still kept following me, stealing my work and pretending to be me. And I never got any customer. I was even afraid to text back people on social media, because there was a particular guy that used to stalk me and even reaches out to me to ask me for money. I'll be afraid I recruit people to come and ask me personal questions or questions pertaining to the business, just to steal my ideas, just to steal everything. Social media became so unsafe for me, and being an introvert, that was where I've made all my friends, made all my living, all my money, everything. That was where I've always turned to, and now I'm just alone and lonely, you know, with no money. I mean, I don't mind being lonely with a lot of money too, you know. I have hobbies to fund my hobbies, to fund my life. I'm not the type that goes out every day. I hate going out every day. I like being home by myself, and I became a target to a narcissist as well. Someone I thought I could turn to in times of problems, someone I thought, you know, I just became a target to so many things. And I would see why some people hate social media, and you know, but this is the kind of life I'm living. This is how I've been created, and if nothing else works for me, I have to embrace the only one thing that works for me. But I feel like the world hates me, and even the one thing that works for me has been snatched, and I'm just tired trying to explore, trying to see what else. I'm tired. There's nobody that wishes to die more than me. I'm not really a coward. I'm just scared if I try to take my life, it will go wrong and make things worse. And the embarrassment from people saying that you've tried to take your life and it didn't work. And you know, I've seen what people do to depressed people. I've seen how they treat people with mental illness. They treat you like a disease. Nobody wants to come close to you. You're depressed all the time, you're sad all the time. But do you actually think I want to be like that? Do you think people who are in that situation, do you think they want to be like that? I'm so sad for my life. I'm just holding on. I don't even know what I'm holding on. I tweeted on Twitter that I'm just waiting for the day I die, and I've just put myself out too much. Honestly, I was trying to withdraw myself back. I don't know, I'm just having mixed feelings right now, because I can't even survive. I don't have anything, and I'm just feeling like maybe I shouldn't have. I was just trying to protect myself, because obviously I've put myself in danger trying to survive and be who I am. You know, it's so painful. I don't even want to exist. I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything. I've never sugarcoated anything in my life, because existing as a woman is so hard. It's so brutal. Men have privileges. They have everything, and they make sure to make your life miserable. If they see you as a woman trying to shine, trying to be yourself, trying to even have fun without them. I'm so much positive right now that the guy that I was involved with was really trying to destroy me, was really trying to ruin my life. He was actively trying. It's not even a joke. It's not even, I try not to talk about him most times. I try not to think about him, but he has done so much damage to me that I did not see at the time. He will be so jealous, express his jealous at very little things, because I was just trying to build a life outside of male whatever. I saw how my mom lived. I saw how women who don't fight for a good life, I see how they live miserable lives, just pretending, just to say they have a man, just to say they are involved with a man. I see how miserable they live, and I've been trying not to live like that, but they hate the fact that I still benefit off men's lust. You know, the men don't want you to talk about money. They don't want you to talk about anything. They want to be the ones to initiate sex. They want to be the ones to, before now, men have used me so much, and he said I was trying to be saved by a man. Maybe I was trying to be saved by a man, because I never had a father figure. My father was fucking horrible. He was a monster. I was a literal monster, and I guess I had daddy issues. And you know, it's crazy how the victim is always the one to carry everything. Daddy issue is an insult on the daughter, and not even the father. It's always the parents that stayed. People insult single women, they ridicule them. Nobody talks about the father that never stayed. Men are just too lucky. Men are just too lucky. And honestly, I don't want to fight. I don't want to be, I really love the feminists that fought for us, and you know, people that, honestly, I don't have the energy to fight. It's just war with them, and I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that they didn't ruin my life. They've contributed a lot to what I've become, because my dad was the first, ruined my fucking mom's life, and you know, fucking unfortunate man has more daughters, and just, you know, more than son, just ruined everything. Sometimes I feel like it's my father's karma that I'm suffering, because how can you treat someone's daughter like that? I cry every time I just remember how much my mom went through, and I've just been determined not to go through the same. But as much as I try, I've still managed to make my own mistakes and go through my own tragedies, and I'm just tired, because in all of this I wish I had supportive family, but rubbish. The foundation is so faulty. I don't have anywhere to run to. I wish I had a good relationship with my mom. I just can't stop wishing. I just can't stop wishing. I wish I had a different life, but it's okay if I don't. I just don't want to exist. I don't want to live like this. I just don't want to live like this. I don't care if people who have hurt me feel like they won. I want you to win. I want you to win so much. I just don't feel like existing right now. I want you to win. I so much want you to win. I want you to see me cry. I want you to see me die. You can just take me out yourself. I want to see all of you win. If my misery makes you happy, that's okay. I just don't want to exist. Dead people don't cry. Dead people don't suffer. Dead people don't pay bills. Bills don't wait. You know, it's embarrassing how you have to survive. Dead people don't struggle. Dead people don't worry. They don't have worries. So if bringing me down would make you happy, by all means, I want you all to be so fucking happy. I want you all to win in life. If my narcissistic situationship wants me dead, by all means, I want your wishes to be granted. You people can continue to live this life. There's nothing in this life for me. I just wish I could die. There's nothing in this fucking life for me. I want you all to win. I want you all to be happy. If my existence threatens you so much, then I hope I die. I'm not fighting for any dream. I don't have goals. I don't have nothing. I don't have vision. I don't have anything anymore. I'm too tired to fight. I'm just done. And I wish I could do it myself, but I'm scared, you know. I'm just done.